1, 2, 3.
So it's been a while. Well, I mean, I'd say it's been a while. It hasn't really been that long, but it's been a couple of weeks since I've uploaded a YouTube video. So I thought I would ease myself back in. I made some waffles, which you've already seen in their delight. I've just got out of bed, effectively, apart from the waffle making. And I thought we could just have a little chat, like a catch-up chat, like an eat with me and catch-up chat. So good morning. How is everyone doing? It's Friday, the 2nd of July, for some reference. I wanted to do a quick update video, nothing too strenuous to the first video after a week of not doing anything or not talking to the camera. I haven't spoken to the camera in a long time. I'm a bit rusty. I say a long time, I mean 2 weeks, but we move. Basically, a lot has happened. Well, no, okay. I lost my dog, who you would have seen. If you've been a long-standing supporter of this channel, you would have seen Fizz so many times before in the past, but she unfortunately passed away 2 weeks now. 3 weeks, about 2.5 weeks ago now. So that was mid-June, and that was about the time that I stopped posting on YouTube, obviously, because I needed some time to deal with that. And then also I moved out of my family. Well, so you all know I live in London, but I still have my family home back in Hertfordshire. That got sold. So throughout the whole of June, I basically had to keep coming back home, back there, and then back here, and then back here, every week for the past 6 weeks. Because one, I knew Fizz was unwell, and I also knew that we were selling the house, which has been my house ever since I was born. I've never known anything other than that house. So it's all been a bit of an emotional time. And so I needed to take a little bit of a step back from YouTube anyway. If you don't follow me on Instagram and TikTok, then now's your chance to do so, because I'm still very vocal over there. Basically, I want to talk about change in general, because I know that a lot of people do struggle with change. This girl here being a prime example of that. So I know to some people, leaving a house may not feel like that big of a deal, but also to others it is. And to me, I'm very homebody. And so I lost Fizz, and then a week later we moved out of the house. So that week was horrible. I'm not gonna lie. And it was really difficult to deal with. I mean, luckily I've got an amazing support system of friends here. I mean, they're not here at the moment, but here that helped me deal with that. I do think change in general can be a really difficult thing to deal with and go through. But I saw this TikTok. If in 10 years time your life still hadn't changed, I doubt you'd be happy. So why are you so afraid of change? And I was like, valid. Now, obviously that doesn't encompass things like grief and losing pets and loved ones and stuff, because obviously in an ideal world, yes, I would still like to have our loved ones for forever, but that encompasses more things like moving out of home or leaving school, for example, or moving on from friendship groups and stuff. I just thought it was a really good way of looking at things. Another thing I was thinking, I can accept I don't deal with change very well, but when I actually think about my ability to deal with change, let's say, now in comparison to where my ability to deal with change was 6 years ago, I know that there is a big difference, and I know that we have come very far in the past 6 years. So when I say I can't deal with change, deep down I know that I can, because I've done it before and I'll do it again. And in the past, when I've dealt with change and I've resorted to unhealthy coping mechanisms, and this when my mental health sort of spiraled. Oh gosh. Spiraled previously. I know now, although it still is crap and it still sucks, I know I can deal with it because I have the building blocks there to be able to deal with it. Does that make sense? With points of change, it's very easy to resort to old coping mechanisms on how you deal with things. But I think because all of those times that I haven't been dealing with change in the past 6 years, so all of those times that I've just been sort of existing and not having any big moments, I've still been working on getting my mental health to a good place. We'll go with food. For example, when I was younger and I lost my first pet, that was very similar times to when my eating disorder developed. Obviously, that's not the only reason. It may not even be a reason, but that's just what me and my therapist at the time sort of like put 2 and 2 together. But point being, that happened during that change, and then since then I've had to very much work on my relationship with food, and I've had to work on my relationship with food whether or not I've been going through change, leaving school, doing anything. I've still had to continuously work on my relationship with food. Even when I've been in a very stable place, I still had to work on it. So all of the time that I've been working on myself during the stable times of my life has now helped me in this very turbulent like time of my life to be able to deal with it better. Does that make sense? You have to, or I have to, work on your mental health, even in the times when your mental health may be better, or at least there's no external sources of chaos. That being said, I feel like there's always external sources of chaos. Like, I feel like every year for the past like 3 years, I've had something that's like not been fun to deal with. But then I guess that's life. So I feel like for all these like big changes and stuff I'm having, I'm like going through this like weird like epiphany stage in my life where I'm like really trying to overcome like my like anxiety and stuff, which obviously is so easier said than done. But I think because when you go through grief and loss, obviously you go through the grief and you go through the loss, I'm sort of like realizing that like, okay, this is inevitably how it is going to be. Like, there's nothing you can do to change that, and it's going to happen again, you know, like this pain is going to come and go forever. Like, we're not all going to be living these happy lives, but like if you let yourself be consumed by it all the time, then like what kind of life are you going to live? Do you know what I mean? Once again, that's easier being said than done. I don't think people are like letting themselves be consumed, but in my head, I'm just very much trying to like make this life a good one. Why am I having like this inspirational chat when I'm just eating my waffles on a Friday morning? Also, I want to say that like obviously there's still I've pretty much cried over my dog almost every day for the past like 2 weeks. I still have horrendous days and times within those days. I've also been listening to so many like inspirational bloody motivation videos from like Jim Carrey and stuff, where they have these such amazing ways of viewing life. I just love listening to how people think about life and how people see life, because obviously everyone exists in their own worlds and everyone has their own life and own ideas on life. All I wanted to say really is that like my dog passed away and I moved house, and it's turned into like a like treasure every moment of life, which is true. Like this obviously isn't me saying that like if you can't do that then that's like your fault or you should blame yourself for anything, because like when grief takes over or when depression and anxiety take over, it's not as easy as just being like, oh well, I just should be able to seize the day every day. Like obviously that is so easier said than done, and I do think that takes a lot of mental work to get to. As I said, like I've had to work on things throughout all of my adult years to be able to sort of view change in a different way. Not different way, because I still hate it, but you know what I mean. I wanna do what I want to do. Ooh. I want to not be scared of what other people think of me, which I'm getting better at. I am getting so much better at, but I'm not quite there yet. Like I'm there in so many ways, but there's always things that you can work on and improve on. But I just want to not care what people think of me at all. And then rationally I can be like, literally who cares? Also, if they do care, I don't care. Like I'm like very much in the mentality of it's only embarrassing if you let yourself be embarrassed. You're the one that's in control of your emotions, you know? Other people can't control your emotions, and embarrassment is an emotion. And therefore, it's only embarrassing if you let it be embarrassing. That being said, I still do get embarrassed. But I'm trying, and that's what matters, and we'll get there eventually. I want to take you along with me. We are gonna go on a confidence journey, my friends. Confidence, but also like, just like living life, do you know what I mean? Like when I went on that Brighton trip, for example, that was so much fun. And it was just because I decided that I wanted to go on a date with myself, and I did it. Yeah, so from May to June is sort of when everything started kicking off at home, and like I've just been so unstable for that time, because like I've been there and back. I've said this already, but like everything was everywhere. And when I went to Brighton just before, like that was like such a good time to like switch off and do things for me, and like I felt like I was like actually living the life I want to live. But then change and stuff happens. That's literally a part of life. But I guess it just depends on how quickly you can like get back to it. Not that if you can't get back to it quickly, that's an issue at all, but I want to go to Brighton again. I want to go and date myself again. I want to wear fun outfits and do fun things and create content that I want to create. And oh god, I need to stop doing that. Be inspired by life again. You're probably looking at this video thinking, Helen, what the heck was this? No, update slash motivational speech, which I don't have the same bring to it as all of the ones I watched online. Like, you're probably best watching a TED Talk on this rather than listening to me chat, but it'd be like that. I apologise, this is what you get. This is who you get. Those waffles were amazing. Another prime example of me just living life. Also, look. Oh my god, it was also my birthday when I wasn't on here. Honestly, Instagram. It's a place to find me at the moment. But on my birthday, I forgot to tell you about. That was lovely. So that was like in between all the things that were happening. So my friends, I didn't really want to do anything because obviously everything, my dog passed away like 3 days before, so I was like in a pretty low mood. But my friends like made me like this nice big brunch, and then we went to paint pottery, and I made this. Do you see? It's got oranges on it. It's sage green and it's got oranges on it, which is like the best thing ever. So we made that, and then I went to the jazz cafe in Camden and see Tom O'Dell in the evening. It was very fun. It was also amazing to go to like an actual gig, or like go do something, you know, because we haven't been able to do that in so long. Bloody brilliant. And it was just what I needed, you know, like a bit of a pick-me-up during like all of that time. Last like goodbye to my house was on the 28th of June, so literally a week ago today. And that sucked, and man, that was so sucky, and I still get sad and mopey about it now, but my friend did said that's, you know, that is the lowest point, you know, the goodbyes, or the first day after the goodbyes, like that is the low. And then it's just trying to like work yourself back up. That's the hardest point, I should say. Obviously that's different for everyone, but yeah, and now we're a week later. I'm back. I'm back, and I am excited. I want to just film more fun things. I want to like do something that like, I was gonna say ignites fire in me, and I realized that was a horrible, like cringy ass thing to say, so I'm not gonna say that, but that vibe, you know the vibe I mean. But that being said, I have finished my breakfast. I hope you have also had a breakfast. Maybe I should have said that at the beginning, but maybe you could have eaten with me. Maybe I'll put that in the title. Thank you for all of your support. Yeah, a massive thank you actually. If anyone sent me a birthday present, or birthday message, or like just a message of anything over the past few weeks. I feel bad whenever I take like time off, because at the end of the day, like YouTube is what I started on. This is my platform. This is my preferred creative outlet. Like this is my space and our space, and I feel like I have like such a lush group of people here, which is always so weird when I say that to a camera, but I just feel like I have a really nice group of people here. I hate feeling like I've let anyone down. Not that I feel like I have, because I know you're all going to be at the camp, you're all going to be in the comments now saying that like I haven't, but I just hate feeling like I have. But anyway, I know I haven't, so I'll just shut up now. But thank you so much for watching this video. I am excited to like be back to it. This is just a weird like interim video so that we can get back on track and we can thrive. We're optimistic about life because damn it, it's gonna be good. Even if it sucks sometimes. I think that's the takeaway message. Life can suck so bad, but life can also be great. And I think if you focus too much on the life sucking, then you take away the greatness, you know? Subscribe if you're new. I doubt you are after this video. Subscribe if you're new, and follow me on Instagram and TikTok. We're thriving over there at the moment. If you have TikTok. If you don't, then maybe follow me on Instagram. Okay, bye. Thank you, bye.